New York sparkled with dreams and drive. From the top floor of his office, Darius Blackwell looked out at the city that had made him who he was. Tough, fast, and alive. The skyline stretched for miles, but his mind was fixed on one name, Ethan Caldwell. Darius had built a luxury brand from nothing. Growing up in Harlem with hard-working parents, he had battled out racism and ceilings no one admitted were there. Every inch of success had been earned. Now, his stores shined on Fifth Avenue, Beverly Hills, and Miami's richest streets. But whispers had reached him, rumors about Ethan, the manager of his Soho store. Employees spoke in hushed tones about the way some shoppers were treated. Wealthy white customers were served like royalty, while others, especially Black and Latino shoppers, were ignored, questioned, or quietly pushed out. Nothing was written down, nothing openly said. But Darius knew that poison well, cold, polished, and dangerous. On paper, Ethan looked like a star. Sales were up, VIP clients kept returning. Yet, that only made Darius more uneasy. His company wasn't built just for numbers. It was built to redefine luxury, to create doors once closed to men like him. And now, one of his own managers might be destroying that vision. That night, Darius dressed simply, jeans, a hoodie, clean sneakers. The Rolex stayed in its case. No labels, no armor, just him. As he stood before the mirror, he saw a flash of his younger self, angry, exhausted, hungry. The boy who once heard, "People like you don't shop there." He walked into the Soho store, near closing time. The streets outside buzzed with life, but inside was too still. Shiny floors, gold-trimmed counters, staff swarming only certain customers. Darius picked up a leather bag he had helped design. No one noticed him. Then Ethan appeared, tall, sharp, and smug. His eyes scanned the floor, then froze on Darius. Instantly, his body tensed. Suspicion, arrogance, disdain. "Can I help you?" Ethan asked, his tone stiff. "I was just admiring this bag," Darius replied calmly. Ethan barely glanced at it. "That's a high-ticket item. Just making sure you know." "I know," Darius said. "We're a premium store," Ethan added. "We try to avoid unnecessary handling." Darius nodded slowly and placed the bag back. "Understood." Ethan didn't move. "If you're only browsing, I may have to ask you to leave." The room went silent. Staff watched but said nothing. Darius felt an old wound tear open, sharper this time, because it was happening in a store he had built. He left without a word. Outside, the cool night air hit like a wave. He could have walked back in, revealed who he was, and watched Ethan crumble. But not yet. Anger burns fast. Justice takes patience. The next morning, Darius arrived at headquarters in a sharp navy suit. Focused, calm. His assistant Lauren greeted him. "Mr. Caldwell is on his way for the regional review." "Good," Darius said. "Let's give him a proper welcome." Minutes later, Ethan walked into the boardroom, smiling with confidence, until he saw Darius at the head of the table. His face went pale. "Mr. Blackwell," Ethan stammered. Darius didn't rise. "Ethan, sit." The room went still. Executives traded looks. Lauren closed the door quietly. "I visited your store last night," Darius began, folding his hands. Ethan's throat tightened. "You didn't recognize me," Darius said, "but I recognize you. If there was any misunderstanding." "There wasn't." The words cut through the room. "This company was built on the belief that luxury is for everyone." Darius continued. "You don't get to decide who looks like they belong." Ethan's eyes flicked toward the door. "No escape. Tell me." Darius leaned in, voice low but sharp. "How many other customers have you treated like that? How many left here feeling humiliated?" Silence. "You're not judged by sales, Ethan," Darius continued. "You're judged by your values, or the lack of them." The boardroom stayed still. Every eye locked on Ethan. Then Darius stood slowly. "You'll get your chance to respond." Ethan opened his mouth, but before he could speak, the door opened. A woman walked in. Ethan didn't know her, but Darius did. Her presence alone shifted the room. She shut the door behind her, eyes fixed on Ethan. "Who is this?" Ethan asked, shaken. Darius didn't answer. He only smiled. The real reckoning had begun. Later that day, Darius Blackwell's polished shoes echoed across the floor of his Soho flagship. This time he wasn't hiding in jeans and a hoodie. He entered as the man who owned everything in sight. The lights, the counters, the paychecks, the brand itself. Lauren, he had said earlier, tell Ethan I'll be visiting the Soho store this afternoon. I want him and the staff ready. Ethan had no clue what storm was coming. The store buzzed nervously. Associates adjusted displays with shaking hands. Ethan marched through the aisles, barking orders, tried to polish an image that would impress the CEO. But the second Darius walked in, the balance of power flipped. Employees who ignored him yesterday now rushed forward to greet him. And Ethan's massive confidence cracked. Mr. Blackwell. Ethan forced a smile, stretching out his hand. We've been expecting you. Darius shook it firmly. I want to see the store myself. I came yesterday, actually. Oh, I wasn't aware, Ethan said quickly. No, I imagine you weren't. Darius's eyes pinned him. I came in as a customer. I picked up a leather bag. You approached me. Do you remember? A pause. Then recognition hit Ethan like a blow. His face drained of color. I didn't know it was you, he stammered. That's the problem. Darius replied coldly. You don't need to know who someone is to treat them with respect. The words cut deep. The store froze. Darius's voice wasn't loud, but every word sliced like a blade. Calm, measured, unstoppable. I built this company to be inclusive, he went on. Luxury doesn't mean shutting people out. But yesterday, what I saw was discrimination dressed up as courtesy. You judged me by my clothes, by my skin. You decided I didn't belong. Ethan's voice shook. We've had incidents. We have to be cautious. Cautious? Darius repeated, his tone like ice. Is that what you call profiling your own customers? Ethan's jaw worked, but no words came. His pride, his career, it was all slipping. I should fire you right now, Darius said flatly. But I won't. Not yet. Ethan blinked, confused. You'll stay until the end of the month, Darius said. And you'll greet every single customer yourself. No assumptions. No attitude. You treat every person who walks in here like they wear a crown. Slip once, just once, and you're done. The staff stood frozen. Ethan nodded shakily. Yes, Mr. Blackwell. I understand. Darius turned toward the back, where his longtime regional director, Rebecca Hill, was waiting. You handle that well, she said softly. I didn't do it for show, he muttered. It's just exhausting. Even after everything I've built, I still get treated like I don't belong in my own house. Rebecca nodded. But today, you reminded them who built this house and why. Darius glanced across the floor. Ethan was now forcing politeness with an elderly black woman who had just entered. His smile was stiff, his voice rehearsed. It wasn't kindness, it was survival. We're launching company-wide training. Darius said firmly, bias, equity, everything. I want every employee to know exactly what this company stands for. I'll start today, Rebecca replied. Darius let out a long, tired breath. And Ethan, she added with a smirk. One wrong move and he's gone. They both knew this wasn't only about Ethan. It was about culture, about sending a message. Darius didn't just want to stop bad behavior. He wanted to rewrite the rules of the game. That night, standing once more at his penthouse window, he looked out over Manhattan's glowing lights. He wasn't angry anymore. He was resolved. Success hadn't shielded him from racism, but it had given him the power to fight it. And now, he intended to use that power loudly.